New at 5, the people with big money are trying to get your vote on a proposal to change the state's tax structure. Amendment 5 would phase out the state's income tax and allow state lawmakers to raise sales taxes in response. Hannah Falcon is looking through campaign finance records.
Looking into finance records for the campaigns both for and against Amendment 5, I found that both are receiving donations over $1 million. Amendment 5 would phase out the state's income tax and allow lawmakers to implement new sales taxes to replace it. The biggest opposition, financially speaking, is coming from the Missouri Realtors Association.
It would be the biggest tax increase in Missouri history, and under the language of Amendment 5, you wouldn't get a vote on it.
Missouri Realtors put nearly $2 million into the campaign against Amendment 5. Spokesperson Scott Sharton says their focus will be on face-to-face campaigning.
Most important, though, you're going to see word of mouth, people to people. It's already happening.
On the other hand, the campaign for Amendment 5 premieres a new ad campaign today.
Amendment 5 makes big tech pay so you don't have to. Yes. On Amendment 5.
The constitutional amendment actually does nothing to the sales tax rate itself. It just guarantees that anytime we have excess revenue in the future, that's utilized to reduce income tax rates.
The campaign in favor of Amendment 5 is receiving donations from dark money action committees, meaning their donors are not disclosed. The Missouri Promise PAC was formed to support Amendment 5. It's received 2 donations over $1 million each, totaling about $3.5 million.
I think it's good that that people not only have transparency in the way that their campaigns are funded. I think it's also being transparent with the issue and what we're talking about and what we're discussing.
Missouri voters get the final say on Amendment 5 August 4th. Reporting in Jefferson City, I'm Hannah Falcon.